And I find it interesting that the great majority of accounts on the Volur, on the prophetesses, the seeresses, it's almost always a community inviting an itinerant seeress to predict the quality of the harvest and the weather of the coming seasons. We see these arts being employed to sort of soothe the worries of farming communities. However, the Voluspa is quite different in this aspect. The seeress gives a detailed picture of the past, present and future, the beginning and creation of all things, the things that have passed and things that are happening, and the things that shall happen and how it all comes to an end. Of course, we have to take into consideration that we are not dealing in this source with a human vulva, but an important figure belonging to Old Norse myths, a supernatural female being who holds great knowledge. She is resurrected by the master of necromancy, the god Odin. This account gives us a pretty good synthesis of the Old Norse myths, the cyclical patterns of the myths. Again, this is an account using Old Norse myths to also portray some Christian religious motifs and religious morality, but shows more of the syncretic nature of Old Norse myths and beliefs of the time. This is an important source for the study of Old Norse myths, or rather of the mythological cultural corpus of Iceland of the late 10th century. So we are in the presence not of a prophetess of the human world predicting the immediate future, but a supernatural prophetess beyond the human world, in which the theme, the subject of divination and prophecy is presented as to be on a higher level. In this case, the vulva, her summoned spirit, the gods themselves turn to advice. So here the seeress, the prophetess, is interrogated by Odin and lays out the doom of the gods. And in this source, she gives what seems to be three times or three divinatory levels. Velspå, pleasing fortunes, forspor, foreseeing the future, and somspor, prophesying what proves to be true. And this last one is what proves to be the most terrible knowledge to listen to, as she is expressing future events that go beyond any powers and cannot be stopped. They are true, they will happen, there's no escape.